In this video, I'm taking a look at named groups, display sets, and quick sets. Now, the first part of this, named groups, can be a fairly complex procedure, and it would take quite a while to explain it fully with a reasonably good exercise. So what I'm going to do is to ask you to look at an exercise which I've placed in your working files folder, and you'll find that in the file called namedgroups.pdf. And along with it, there is a design file called wheelcover.dgn. You'll need both of those files to participate in the exercise. Basically, what it involves is visible on the screen. The idea is that a designer is designing a wheel cover for an automobile wheel. And the basic shape of the wheel cover has been designed already. And in the center here will be the hubcap, or center part of the wheel cover, which comprises of an outer ring, an inner shape, and 5 bolts holding the whole assembly together. The idea is to combine these items into a single item in what's called a parent and child relationship, where we have groups inside groups inside groups. The idea being that if any of these particular items are edited, then our assembled group system here will automatically change, and we don't need to disassemble this in order to make the editing changes. This then becomes a part of the entire design in that parent and child relationship. As I say, it's quite a complex thing, and I'd like you to work through that exercise in your working files folder. Now, the other two parts of this video, display sets and quick sets, are much easier to explain. A display set is any set of selected elements that are displayed in the view entirely on their own. All other elements in the design are not visible. In a congested design, this allows you to isolate elements for detailed editing. There are 2 methods of creating a display set. In either case, the display set option must be on in View Attributes. So let's do that right now. View Attributes, and display set should be on. Now, the first method of making display set is simply to select the elements you want to display. You can use any method you like, but not a fence. Obviously, simply making a selection set with the element selection arrow is the obvious choice. So I've selected that, and now I must press Shift and right click. So hold down the Shift button, press the right mouse button, and that pops up a list, and we're interested in display set, so we'll set that. And as we do, only our display set remains. All other elements have disappeared. To reverse that, Shift, right-click again, display set, and clear. And we're back to the full view. You can also, of course, turn off display sets in View Attributes to do the same thing. Now, that's a simple way of doing things. The other way involves named groups, which you'll be able to do once you've completed that exercise. However, let me give you a quick idea of how it works. First, let's go to the named group facility. And here I'm going to create a new named group. Let's leave it at group 1. That will be just fine. You can make it any name, of course. Next, let's select some elements. Element selection tool is still running. Let's select this again. Now let's add these elements to that set. Select the group, and then go to the Add Elements. And then we need to data point to accept that. So I data point in the screen, and we'll see that the group 1 name group now has 1 element. Now it's only 1 element because this happens to be a set of grouped elements, and a grouped set recounts as 1 element. Let's try a different one. Let's add another group. Group 2 will be fine. Let's go and select more elements. Let's select these 3. We'll click on Add Elements to Group 2, data point in the screen, and now you notice that we have 3 elements in this Group 2. Let's unselect that. And now to display the name groups, we select the group, and we click on the Set Display Set from Named Groups. Click on that, and only this display set is now displayed in the view. Very similar really to the selection set method I demonstrated earlier. So now to display all of the elements, we go to Shift and right-click again, go to Display Set, and Clear. And our elements return to the screen. Now you can remove display sets by selecting a display set and clicking on the Delete. Or if you want to show all the elements again, you can turn off display sets in View Attributes. Now the last method to look at is Quick Sets. I'm going to get rid of my Named Groups box. And a quick set is a very simple method of creating and recalling a selection set. Let's try this again. Let's make another selection set of these. Shift right click again. Very popular combination that. And now we go to Quick Set Save. And we have a number from 1 to 0, meaning we can save up to 10 quick sets. We'll just use 1. So that quick set is now saved. And to recall it, again, Shift right click, Quick Set Recall. We're going to recall number 1. And there's my selection set back again. So what we're doing here is saving selection sets. We're not trying to view different parts of the drawing independently. We're merely saving selection sets, which is very useful because you often make a selection set, work on it, dismiss that set, go elsewhere, make another set, and want to come back to that original selection set for more editing. So this will do it for you. One thing to note is that quick sets are recorded in the Names Group settings box. So if I go to Named Groups, you'll see that we have QuickSet 1 in place now, and we can rename that if necessary, which is a good idea actually, because doing so frees up the QuickSet numbers for new QuickSets, meaning that you can have more than 10 QuickSets in place. Simply rename these to named groups or different QuickSet names, allowing you to create many more than 10 actual QuickSets. Again, practice with that. Practice with the smaller named group exercise that I just did, and take a stab at the larger exercise contained in your working files folder.